making eggs today. I'm cooking with the kids. This is my daughter and my son. Anise is going to start off by making a frittata. Jordan is going to learn how to make a rolled omelet. We don't need you right now, so you can take 5. I'll call you when we're ready. So Anise is going to make a frittata. She's starting off by sauteing some scallions and some peppers. And this is about an 8-inch skillet, non-stick skillet. Just a little canola oil in there. And we like to saute things like onions and peppers just to soften it a little bit. Then she can pour her well-beaten eggs in there. That's 7 eggs. You can turn the heat up a little bit. Then she can just stir it around to let it scramble. There we go. A little bit more. And you can make your frittata with just about anything. Leftover potatoes would have been great in here. If we had some potatoes, cut them up and put them in the frittata. We can just keep stirring it around. I don't think we're ready to add anything else in there yet.
Man, we had baked potatoes last night.
Oh, and scrape down your sides. I'm going to just hold that for just a second. Now you see how it's set at the sides? Just scrape down the sides so that way bring it to the center. There you go. There you go. Alright, I'm going to give that spatula back to you. Hold it. Just keep it. Alright. Great. And then as it starts to become set, we can add our softer ingredients in there. I think that's pretty good. We'll make sure it's coating the entire pan. And you can always even tilt it a little bit. Like if you lift up the sides and tilt it and let the loose egg run underneath. You can do that too. So it still keeps a circular shape and that loose egg gets cooked. So that way we don't have to continue to scramble it because then it might not hold its round shape. Alright? So that's part of the secret. The biggest secret I think is to beat the eggs really well. Like we beat them for about 2 minutes. Alright, you can put the rest of your ingredients in there. There's a little ham. A little faster. And put some tomatoes in there. And some mushrooms, but we're only going to put mushrooms on about half because Daddy doesn't like mushrooms.
That's
and
right.
This frittata is going to be big enough to share. You can use more than that. We got enough. Because I'm going to use the small mushrooms for the other omelet. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat on the bottom, because I don't want it to overcook. And then you can put some cheese. We have cheddar cheese and Parmesan. Then we're going to put the whole thing under the broiler. I'm going to turn the broiler on. There it is. And then some the green part of the scallion on top, just for some pretty color. And we'll pop that under the broiler. Alright Jordan, we're ready for you. Hey, put it on the broiler. Where are you going? Under the broiler. The broiler's on top. There we go. Alright, thank you for eating all my mushrooms. Now we're going to make rolled omelets. So Jordan is going to start. I have a tiny pan. This is about 5.5 inches. So I'm going to use 2 eggs, 2 beaten eggs. Jordan, your pan is a little larger. It's about 6 inches. So you've got 3 eggs beaten over there. And the eggs have been, like I said, I beat them for about 2 minutes so that they've got they're really well blended. You can't see any white, streaks of white or yellow in there. It's all blended up really good. That's going to be the secret to a nice, fluffy, great textured omelet. Grab the butter over there, please. Alright, we can take a little butter. I'm going to put some. And you don't want to cook your omelet over too high a heat. A little butter in there. You put some butter in your pan. Because you don't want your omelet to burn and get rubbery. Actually, when I was taught to make omelets, I was taught that there should be no color on the bottom of your omelet. That it should be just, I should say no brown on the bottom. It should just be yellow. But of course, you make your omelet whatever way you want to make it. If you like your omelet to be brown, let it cook for a little longer. So, we'll let that butter melt. You can put it over the pan. And when it starts to foam a little bit, we're going to make sure the bottom is well coated, like all parts should be covered with butter. We can give your egg a little more beating. And then you're going to just pour it into the pan. Alright, so you can put those in. And I'm going to give you, oh, we're using a heat-proof, heat-resistant, I should say, silicone spatula. You know what I forgot for the frittata? Salt and pepper. Would you grab the salt and pepper? Put a little pepper in your... I'll show you. Put it back in. Thank you. Alright. And here's your spatula. Now, you're going to lift up and kind of scramble your egg. Alright, so stir it around and scramble. See how it's setting on the side? So you can give it a little swirl so it'll be scrambled. Okay, but remember you're making an omelet. You don't want it to be too scrambled. You just want to stir it. Turn your heat down, please. You still want it to be, there we go, we'll spread it out a little bit. There we go. Spread the uncooked. Then you can put in whatever fillings you like. You can put in whatever fillings you like. Oh, no. That's really almost done. I'm going to turn that off. So I turn the heat off because it's basically done on the bottom. And because we stirred it around, the top part has gotten set. I'm going to put some mushrooms in the center of mine. And remember, we're rolling this, so you don't want to put too much filling in there. Okay? Alright. So I'm going to give you your spatula back. Okay. I'll give you your spatula back, and now you can watch me. I'm going to make sure that your omelet is loose. Yeah? Okay. Now, you can put your... Watch me do it first. See how I kind of shimmy it down to the edge? Okay, just, well, watch what I'm doing first. See how it shimmies down, and then put part of it on the plate, and then roll the rest over. And that's it. And that's how you roll your omelet. So, I'll give you a plate. It's not loose.
You gotta shimmy it more.
Let me see. Let me hold your plate. Okay, put it at the edge. Let it roll out, and then roll it onto your plate. Okay? It's pretty good, I think. And that's your omelet. Let's check on that frittata. Oh man, look at that. The frittata is done. If you want, you can put that onto a separate plate. Make sure you be careful because that handle is hot. And that's really it. You can serve it out of the pan. Oops, I lost a piece. Make sure it's loose. And I'm going to slide the whole thing out onto a plate. And there you go. That's it. All right, and breakfast is ready. I'm going to put this in the oven. And we're done. So we got frittatas and omelets. Actually, his came out better than mine because his has no color on it. Mine has a little bit of color on it. Still delicious. And that's it. So, get your kids in the kitchen and get them cooking. Have a delicious day.